What's up, all my LJC family, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Welcome back to my channel, family. And I just want to thank y'all for all the love and support that y'all have been showing me, little old me, on my channel. Thank y'all so much. And I am so excited, y'all. This is Vlogmas 11. I'm still rolling, rolling, rolling. I'm rolling, rolling, rolling. I'm rolling, rolling, rolling. I'm rolling. But anyway, my LJC family, I hope I ain't got nothing in my teeth because I just got done eating. Anyway, I just got done eating, and I want to go ahead and do this video real quick. Today, I want to talk about um, me um, coming out of my shell. Me coming out of my shell, y'all. I know that a lot of people say I'm shy and this and that, and I'm not friendly, and I don't do a lot of talking and this and that and that. But anyway, y'all, I was like that. I used to live in this bubble. And I used to feel like I didn't want to be around people. I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't want to hang with people. You know, when I was younger, I did all of that. I hung out. I fought. I did this. I did that. I talked to this person. Talked. So I was just so the way things happened in my life and the way that I got treated in the end and the way things played out. And I'm not talking about my life now, I'm talking about then. Trying to bring you into the person that I'm trying to tell y'all about. So, anyway, after all of that, um, everything had happened. And, I became this person to where I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I was. I was trying to figure out who I was. And because of all of the, I can't, stabbing in my back, I stopped trusting a lot of people. I stopped dealing with a lot of people. I stopped talking to a lot of people. I stopped hanging with a lot of people. I didn't trust my kids with nobody. And I was at a point in my life to where I just wanted to be by myself. I didn't care to be by myself. You know, after I stopped having that that spark to go to the club and hang out with my friends or whatever you want to call it, hang out with people and stuff like that. I got to a place to where after everything that people do and say and we get older and we grow apart and all this other type of stuff, I grew into this person to where I didn't talk much. I was shy to be around people. I always been shy my whole life to be around people, and I kind of got a clue. But anyway, I started um, once I had my kids. Um, I started working. I started working when I was 16. I started doing home health care. And the reason why I started doing home health care, because my granny that raised me, my great grandmother, I would see how people treat her and the things that they would do. And, with me being young and stuff like that, I could not really help out as much as I wanted to. But I could just see you find some good workers and some workers you don't. You find some who care, you find some who don't. You find some that got a heart for you, you find some just cold hearted. And I just seen a lot of the things that was going on. And different people, some people, who was in her life, thought that this, home health care would be a good, thing for her so people could come help her. Even though she took care of so many people, even though so many people was around, they still signed her up for this program. And I didn't really like the way, things was playing out. Now this it was a lady that did work, but she was real nice to my grandmother, real nice to my granny. She was real nice to her. She was real nice to her. Even when things happened, she became when my parents made me move. Ooh, something bit me on my neck. I don't know what that was. when my parents made me move to dang, something bit me on my neck, y'all. It hurt. Hope it wasn't no spider or nothing. Even when my parents made me move to Austin, and she, my granny, had this live-in person who lived with her. She was really good to my granny. Plus, my granny had a daughter to where you absolutely did not play. You don't play with her. Just don't play with her, because she'll come over there and she'll do something to you. She'll put something on you to make you do right. And I was content with why my ears are sticking out. I was content with knowing that, her daughter was still living, her daughter was still around and stuff like that. But I don't know, y'all. Is anything on my neck besides them old moles that I want to get cut off? But anyway, um, so anyway, I did home health care. I was working in home health care at 16 years old. And that's just my baby. Home health care is my baby. I love to take care of people. I love to be there for people, because people have, family that's out doing this, doing that. People, families, and I realize, just working in here for so many years, that your family will slide you on to the side just like anything. It's so many people that I done took care of that don't have family, and there's so many people who I done took care of that got family, that family don't deal with them. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot. But you know, I just I just feel like, if you want somebody to treat you a certain way, you need to start treating people the way you want to be treated. And all my life, that's all I want to do, was treat people right. There was sometimes, I got into arguments, got into fights, got into this, got into that, and things happen. But at the end of the day, I just want, someone that, if something was to happen to me, take care of me. Don't mistreat me. Don't abuse me, push me down, or talk bad to me. My client I work with now, he has dementia and Alzheimer's. And a lot of people is not patient with him. They get frustrated real quick. And all you have to do is sit down and communicate with these people, even when they have dementia and Alzheimer's. I calmed him down today because he was on a 10. And, at first I was just like, I don't know. I keep talking to him and, trying to comfort him in this way, comfort him in that way. But it was just like nothing. So I sat him down, gave him a snack, and I talked to him patiently and let him know what he was doing, let him know how he was treating his wife. And you know what? He calmed down. And that's the type of thing, that's my passion. I just really love helping people. I didn't work at did home health care. I didn't work at the state school. I didn't work in daycare. I didn't work in restaurants. But the type of work that I did, it was basically, those jobs wasn't for me, because I wasn't a people person. I did love working at the state school, because I had, you know, on the home that was on that home that I was on, there was a lot of babies, there was a lot of ladies there that was my babies, that I was just like, nah, y'all leave them alone. Especially I had this one girl, boy, she was a tough one, but she was my baby. I made sure I combed her hair. I made sure I kept her room clean, made sure her clothes, like I would hang her clothes up, like her outfit, her outfits and stuff. That was my baby. She's my, y'all know her name drop, but I wanted to say her name so bad. But anyway, I don't even know if she's still alive, living or not. But she was my baby, and then there was a couple of other ones. But you just grow to your feelings. You grow to really have a connection with um you know, people with disabilities, and, people, elderly people, with Alzheimer's and dementia. You grow to really have patience and really care. And, you know, I had did home health care so long. And when I moved here to Austin, I was still doing it. I was working at the state school before I moved, and everybody's like, transfer your job, transfer your job. You'll get this, you'll get that. And I said, no, I don't want to work at the state school down there. I done heard so many things and this, I done heard so much bad stuff. And I done did this and did that. I said, so I just want to go back to doing home health care, which that's what I did. I did home health care for a long time. I think from 2004 to probably to well, I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it, but that's how long I was doing it, from 2004, and I'm still doing 2024. But in between, I was doing a couple of other things. But I just, when I started going to church, and I joined my church, and I realized I was just shy, and I just realized, it's what is wrong with me. But once I feel comfortable and I get to know you, I open up, because I feel comfortable and I can trust you. And that's just all that I want to do, is trusting people, because so many people have did me so bad, have broke my trust to where I had a wall up. And, before I even, while I was at this church, I had like a bubble. And in that bubble, I just lived in, my own little lane, didn't have friends, didn't have nobody to talk to. It was like I painted the ball black, even when I would walk by people and they'd be like, hey, how you doing? I'd be like, you can see me? You can see me? Because that's how I was. I was in this little bubble, thinking, you know, like, what's this? What's that? I just didn't want to be bothered with people. You know, I used to, do things my own, do things on my own, and I was happy about it. But I just, once I joined my church, and I realized, Donna, you gotta open up. You gotta do something different. It's time for you to do something different. It's time for you to stop being shy. It's time for you to stop being, I ain't gonna say I wasn't friendly, but I wasn't a people person. I didn't go to people, walk up to people, go here, go there. I wasn't that type of person. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna put in me some jobs to where I can, you know, kind of get a different vibe of myself, and try to find out, find different things about me. And I applied for Walmart. And I didn't think they was gonna call me back, because I applied for a couple of other jobs too. So once Walmart called me back, I'm like, what? Okay, okay. So I went to Walmart. I did my interview. Did great in my interview. They sent me right over from my interview to HR. HR got me in the system, got me ready for orientation, and they asked me what days I can work, what time I can work. And I specifically told them I can work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No Wednesdays and Thursdays. I'm unavailable. Cool. They was fine with that. They say, what time can you work? I say, well, right now I'm still working in home health care, and I work there in the morning time. So I can come work here in the evening. So they say, can you work 40-11? I say, fine, that's cool. So I will go do my home health care, and I will come to Walmart, and they hired me in the garden center. They hired me in the garden center. So once I got out to the garden center, I'm just like, dang, I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to do everything that I need to do, to show people, that I ain't that quiet, shy person, or whatever you want to call it. So I got there, and I got to meet people. My department manager, he was cool. He was the coolest department manager I ever had. And, once we really like got connected, and we really got to know each other, it was just, it was up from there. We did everything together. He was training me, and he was just like, LaDonna, I'm gonna train you the right way. He said, because some people that's department manager, they gonna tell you, hey, do this shortcut, do this shortcut. So he trained me to do all this stuff, and we doing, he's training me how to count the plants, to throw the dead plants out. He showing me how to stock this, stock that, top stock, just showing me how to do everything. He was showing me. And one day, I was there for a minute, and we did inventory. And he was showing me how to count, how to do inventory, and I was confused, because I'm just like, dang, this is a little confusing. So I didn't want to keep telling him I was confused. I didn't want to keep acting like I was slow, like I didn't know what I was doing, but I didn't get it. So I'm sitting here and I'm doing inventory, and I say, hmm, let me try to do it this way. He didn't show me this way, but this looked like an easier way. So I started doing the way that I thought that I figured out. And I would do the count. I would look at the top stock. If we had stuff on top stock, I would count that. I would clean off the shelves to see if anything was behind there. I would count that. So he would come back and he was just like, "Did you had 17 items on here and you had maybe like 3 or 4 missing. How did you do it?" And I was like, basically, what I did was I counted all the items, I cleaned the shelves, counted the items that fell or whatever, and did top stock. And he said, "Dang, I was just gonna come show you how to do top stock." And I was just like, I just thought, I looked up there, I seen items up there, and I'm just counting, I'm doing what I thought was right. He was like, "You know what? I ain't gonna even say however you did it, keep doing it because you did it right." He said you did it right. And matter of fact, it says that we had 17 on hand, but you found 20. So right then and there, you just say Walmart some money. I'm just like, okay, okay. So, I kept doing things my way. And like they would tell us, we had to make sure the shelves was clean and all of the prices was in the right place. So once I got to learning how to, use the machine to put the prices in there, as I clean each shelf, I'm just clicking everything, scanning everything, putting the prices in there, scanning everything. So one time I did use the wrong labels, and they let me know I used the wrong labels, and I was like, okay, cool. So all I did was rescanned everything, did the right labels, never used the wrong labels again. And um, when things went on clearance, I would anyway. So I'm doing everything. I'm learning how to do everything. And the store manager, he come and he talked to me. He was just like, "You are a very intelligent person." He said, "You get your work done." And I noticed you like working by yourself. I said, "Yeah, I do better when I'm by myself. I don't like to be around a lot of people and you talking and talking and talking. I'm trying to get my work done." So he was just like, "Why don't you just come on and be a department manager over here and we'll get you trained in this and that." So I was just like, I don't know. So I talked to my department manager, and I was telling him, and he was just like, you know, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. And I was like, I'm not ready. I'm really not ready, but I don't want to tell him no. But I went ahead and told him no. That was the first step, of me standing up for myself. I told him no. After I told him no, I kept on just advancing and doing everything in Garden Center. I was I was stocking, I was cashiering, I was helping people in the garden center. They would call me to the front, I would go cashier. I'm just like running around the store, y'all. I started meeting people, talking. People would come to the store and look for me. They would look for me to see where I'm at because I wasn't the type of associate that would tell you, come and ask me, "Do you know where the beans at?" or "Do you know where the soap at?" And I'll tell you, "Oh, it's over there." Just I would take you to it, and we would just talk, and they loved that. And there was so many people came in there wanting to give me gifts, and one lady was like 80 something years old, and she had more strength and everything in her body than you could just imagine. She looked like she was in her 40s, but she was, I think, 80 something years old. She would come off in there and she was just like, "You ate lunch?" And I say, "I haven't ate lunch yet. I don't eat lunch till 1 o'clock." And she was just like, "Well, I'm finna pay for your lunch today." And I said, "Oh, I can't take nothing." That woman would tell me, "Put your hand down. Don't tell me you can't take nothing." And I don't care what the camera say. So she would go over there and put money in like some of the plant food. She would put it in the plant food, and she said, "There, I ain't gave you nothing. You go get it." And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So I'm just like asking people what to do, and she just coming in there every week, buying my lunch. So I don't know if somebody had said something, but we had got a new uh manager back, not department manager, but assistant manager. And she was, oof, man, she was something else. And it got rough. This is when I started learning that I got a little bit of fire up in me because boy, she brought some things out of me that I'm just like, okay, okay, you you wanna you okay, you wanna keep picking, you wanna keep picking. She kept picking and picking and picking and picking. But every time she would pick, I would go talk to the store manager. What would happen? I wouldn't get in trouble, she would. So she would say, Donna didn't do this, Donna didn't do that. They would come over there and say, she did a better job than you. What were you gonna put on this end cap? What was you gonna do? I like what she got on this. I like this Christmas theme. I like the way she have this. This is what we want. We want when the big people come in, market managers come in. We want them to see stuff like this. It's priced right. I had everything right. She didn't like that. So she started putting me on other assignments that I could not stand. But I would go ahead and I would do it, and I did it right, even though she used to make me mad. But we bumped heads so much to where my store manager, he moved me to another department. And when he moved me to that apartment, I started doing good, and they didn't think I was gonna be able to do it. I was back there in fabrics. And y'all all know fabrics is something else, especially during inventory. But baby, I got that fabric done. I got that fabric counted. I kept that fabric up. I learned how to cut fabric. And I'm just talking to people, and people will come back there. Dang, fabrics ain't never looked like this. And I be coming back here sometime, and we can't find nobody. And everybody this that just praising me. And I'm just like, dang, so okay, I got that. So the manager that was over me and the other lady that worked there, she didn't like it because I was off on Sundays. So she didn't like it. She said she been there for years. She been trying to get her Sundays off. So they brought us in the office. They talked to us, and they was, telling us that, both of y'all can't have Sundays off, even though both of y'all have it unavailable. Somebody got to work in fabric. So we went to talking, and they went to asking her why she want to be off on Sundays. What is her reason to be off? And then they came to me, and I was talking to them, and I was telling them, look, just like I have a commitment here to y'all, I have a commitment in my church. Just like I'm dedicated to do things for y'all, I'm dedicated to do things to my church. I'm in attendance here for y'all. My pastor wants me in attendance at the church. I'm supposed to do the same thing for y'all that I need to do it in my church. You know, this is my dedication. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is my obligation to my church. And once I said that, bam, you got your Sundays off. Don't worry about nothing. And the man that was in HR, he was a deacon, so he knew. And he was telling me, he's like, yeah, you gotta realize it. She can't, just as she's supposed to be dedicated here, she's supposed to be dedicated there. She got a seat at that church, just like she got a job here. So she needs to be there. And so that kind of, kicked it in, and she was mad, and me and her really, you know, I just prayed and I just kept asking the Lord, please don't let this woman get on my nerves today. And finally we came together, and we started getting everything done. We started working together. We would take our lunches, and I would always tell her to take us because I would take mine around one because I had to take my medicine. The manager didn't like that. She didn't like that. So because we had to we she they moved the assistant manager kind of over there by us. So you need to start going to lunch at 12. You get here at this time. I say, look, they told me I can go to lunch at 1. You cannot come take my time away from me. You can't do it. So I went ahead and talked to the store manager. He didn't tell me that I had to change anything. He said, you keep going to lunch at 1 o'clock, doing your 15-minute break, and go ahead. And that's what I did. It was just like every time somebody would poke at me, baby, the Lord would have favor and everything would come to me. I was the department manager in garden center, the department manager in fabrics, the department manager in pharmacy, the department manager in cosmetics. Worked as a cat. I did everything in that store. Met so many people. When I tell you Texas Relays, I met so many people that I was just like, dang, they come in there talking to you. Hey, what's your name? You got a beautiful smile. Girl, where you from? what you doing working at Walmart? Let me come take you and this and that. And I would always try to be, I got a man and this and that, which I should have told him I didn't. And I should have got me some numbers if I would have knew some things was going to happen the way that it happened. That's what I should have did, but I didn't because I'm not that type of person. If I'm loyal to you, I'm loyal to, and that's just it. So they would come in there and I would meet so many people. Y'all, I worked there 8 years. I had my regular customers, I had my customers that come in there who took care of me, asked me where I was at when I was sick. Where's she at? Why she ain't been here? What's wrong with her? This and that. Can I get her phone number? No, we can't give you her phone number, but you can come back and check to see if she's here. They will always come back and check on me. And that made me realize all people are not bad people. But anyway, I gotta go. We're gonna get back into this video. It's gonna be a part two. I have a couple of more part twos that I need to do. But anyway, I love y'all, all my LJC family. Thank y'all for all the love and support. Giveaway is coming soon. It's coming soon. I don't know exactly what day, but there will be rules and things that you need to do if you want to get into these giveaways because I will be doing them. Even though my views and my watch times and none of that ain't, that's okay. We're going to still make this us. We're going to still make this happen, okay? We going to do this. And so anyway, my LJC family, because your girl want to be a content creator, your girl love it. I love doing what I do and I love sharing my stories with y'all. I love trying to help somebody out. But anyway, that's just me. I love everybody. I have a tender heart for people and I want to help people and I want to share and just, hey, it is what it is right here on Storytime with Jeanette. But I'm going to get back with y'all. I love y'all. And until next time, y'all be blessed.